We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play and a first pass for Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Here's Murray. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And they're using him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You gotta feel paralyzed.
They run with Collins, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens 40-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Check down here from Henry. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
18 Cardinal, 60, 10, 18 Cardinal, 18 19, go.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2nd down and 8. Here's Cook again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Murray now to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Looks good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Murray going to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
Murray changing the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play fake. Murray. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Murray now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now Murray again. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. James Cook, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. We're just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd down and 9. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
try the right side with Henry. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second down and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The Niners at 9-5 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Henry will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. Atwell now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Atwell now from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So had they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field. And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And this defense rallies, and they stop them short of the first down right near the 24. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Murray looking to change the play here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Throwing now is Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Murray. Left side to Lamb. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A first down carry for Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Here's Murray. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. This is caught. Touchdown. James Cook, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Ravens are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Ravens 14. Jake Elliott set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready up. Likely Yates. Cougar 19. 69.
Quickly completed to the right flank. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Arroyo, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball. His
eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Like a robot. Its metal frame corrodes. Got it. Ready? Buffalo 18. 70. 70. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. Take go.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
Pass caught, a roll right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Collins on the handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 21-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He finds his man complete. It's Warner. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes and finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run forward with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is up to 18 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Murray going to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Murray again. Thomas brings it in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Brian Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On third down, Henry. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Up the middle, it's Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. 2nd and 9 now. A short one here, caught by McBride. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get about 2 there into the 36.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Hey, Smash! Warriors, Buffalo 18! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Open man, that's Collins. He's got it. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. This 2nd and 4.
Cougar 19. Ready? Off fire. 18 Cardinal. Street. Let's go.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
70.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Henry running right. Tackle made by Chase Young. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Warner. Touchdown 49ers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
To throw is Murray. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray changing the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On play action, it's Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Ravens on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Again, they'll throw in Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. And the Raven first down.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Able to hit his target Lamb. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers' 36-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
Murray now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
It's 2nd down.
Murray now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
But it leads to 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Murray to air it out again. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Murray. Now he'll tuck it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game?
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shoot forward. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Derrick Henry, 41 yards. And the 49ers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Reload, go!
They begin with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 7.
70 range, take off.
Now McCarthy. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Well, still throwing to the very